Well, hello, mathematicians. I am actually recording at home tonight for tomorrow's lesson, so I'm planning ahead for you. What you'll need to do today is you will need to have your math journal and take it out, and you should label it like we've always done for our problem strings, so you can see I've already dated my board, and I know you're going to be distracted by everything I have around, but I brought my dry erase board from school home so that I could use this to help teach you. So please write in your journals Monday, March 30th. And then also the title that you're going to put under here is going to be Partial Quotients Problem String, because we are going to do a problem string tonight. I'm going to review for you that when we're doing problems and we're dividing them, we have some words that we need to remember. So the dividend is the number that is being divided. The divisor is the number that is doing the dividing. And then the quotient is the answer whenever you're dividing. So you need to remember those words. The reason that we're doing this problem string today is because, there it is, because what we're going to do is we want to practice using partial quotients to make division problems easier to solve. So the partial quotient strategy is a lot like partial products. So, and what it does is we're breaking the dividend into smaller chunks. All right, and each of those chunks is going to be easier to manage. And then dividing each by the divisor, or the number that's doing the dividing, and then adding all the results to be able to get the quotient. Right away, you're going to be able to tell the first couple of problems will probably be super easy, as they always are. But this is the strategy that I'm trying to teach you for today. That is just, another technique. Is it the only way to divide problems? You're right, it's not. So, and I say that all the time. It is not the only way, it is just another way. So I am trying to teach you a strategy because sometimes when we get to iLearn, they're going to ask you different ways to start showing things. So I want to make sure that you know all these different strategies. So here's the beginning of our story problem today. Maya loves going to the scrapbooking store to buy stickers for her collection. All the stickers in the store are on rolls hanging on the wall. The rolls have different numbers of stickers in each segment, based on the size of the sticker, and customers pay for the number of segments they purchase. So if you are into scrapbooking, which I have done, where you take pictures and you put them into a journal, sometimes people like to put stickers along the side to help them look really nice. So you can buy stickers in the store, kind of like ribbon on a roll, or toilet paper, to be quite honest, where you just roll it out and how it has different segments that you can pull off. Well, the segments are different sizes based on how big that the stickers might be. All right. So for our first problem today, just like we always do, I'm going to write the first part of the problem down, or let me tell you the story problem first, and then we're going to try to write an equation for that. Maya bought 36 stickers from a roll that had 6 stickers in each segment. How many segments did she buy? So right away, I have to think. She bought how many altogether? She bought 36. And what other information did they tell me? They told me that there were 6 stickers in each segment. And they want to know how many segments that she bought. So if I take that 36 and I divide it by 6, I should be able to figure out how many were in each segment. So what you would do right now in your journal is you might write the equation like this. Segments bought, because that's what we want to know. We want to solve how many she bought. We want to be able to do that. And then this whole time, they really want you to get used to drawing pictures. But we've been doing this all year long, so it shouldn't really be that big of a deal. So if we took 36 in one big group and we broke those into 6 sections, and I could write off the different 6 on here, how many sections is that going to be left? And you already know the answer because that's a super easy one. So, all right, the next problem, it says Maya bought 360 stickers from another roll that had 6 stickers in each segment. How many segments did she buy? So again, pretty easy. Since we just went from 36, now we're going to 360. Again, I want to know how many she can buy in each segment. So mostly this, I know this problem is not going to be that hard again for anybody, but I want to show you the picture because this is what they really want. They want you to take that group of 360 and they still now want to divide it into groups of 6. So remember, of 6 different sections there, and they would go all the way across if we're doing our array, and then we need to figure out like how many would be in there. So I know based on what we did here, if I'm adding the place value to the 100, I know that I'm going to need to do something right there, right? Pretty easy, I know. Simple stuff right at first. All right. It says now Maya bought 30 stickers from another roll that had 6 stickers in each segment. How many segments did she buy this time? Information that they told me. Let me read it one more time to you. Maya bought 30 stickers from another roll that had 6 stickers in each segment. How many segments did she buy this time? So the number of stickers in each segment stayed the same. The total that she bought was 30. I need to break that into groups of 6. And now they want to know how many segments I bought there. Well, sometimes it's easy to do division by figuring out numbers that you can multiply. I know in my head that if I take 6 times 5, that equals how many, right? Pretty easy stuff. So that's called using multiplication to solve a division problem. So, which is another strategy that you can use. But if I'm drawing that picture, what is this picture going to look like right here? Whole number, group of 30, breaking it down into 6. I would have 5 sections of 6 that way, right? That's how we know that. All right, the problems are going to start to get a little harder because what they're going to try to do is we're doing this in reverse order, and I might have to erase my board. Maybe not. I think I can do one more on here. All right, and then I'll erase my board. If there are 390 stickers on a roll, and there are 6 stickers in each segment, how many segments are there? 390 divided by 6 equals how many segments? Can you see what they did up here to try to help us figure it out so we don't have to draw the whole problem? Although I am going to show you what it looks like to draw out the problem, because this is the way that they end up drawing this out. Draw one big box like this. That's going to be the 360 which is the box that I took from up here. All right, the 360. And then I'm going to take the 30 from here and I add it here. So there's my 30. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my 6 here because that's how many I divided it by. And then I remember that this one was right here, the 60, and then the 5 is right here. And now what they're going to want me to do is they are going to want me to add this number and this number to get the answer, right? So they're saying 360 divided by 6 equals 60, which we know. And they're saying 330 divided by 6 equals 5, which we know. So 390 divided by 6 equals 65. Because what they did is they took that 60 plus 5. Again, it's a lot of work right here that I'm showing you just to try to make sense of it. So I have another story problem that I'm going to let you try on your own. A couple of numbers. I'm going to write them down, and then I'm going to probably turn off the camera. So let me erase the board. I think what I'm going to like about the video is that you can pause it at any time if you need to see what I've written. All right, so the first problem string of this one says, let me make sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, they're doing the 360 divided 330 divided by 6. So what you could do right now is you could pause the camera or pause the video at home and give yourself a try to see if you can figure this one out. So see if you can figure out how to draw it based on what we had last time. Okay. Now I'm going to assume you're coming back right now, and that maybe what you have on your board is that you drew out the picture and it's going to look something like this. That was my 360. We knew that 360, 6 divided by 360 was 60, right? And then we also knew that 30 divided by 6 was 5. So if we take away this much part of there, then the answer on this must be 60 take away 5. Because 30 from 60 is 330, right? Just another way to try to show it to you. All right. So the next challenge that they come up with on here is this problem string. 30 divided by 15. 30 divided by 15. It's kind of easy, right? I can figure out 15 times 2 is going to be 30. So I already know that that answer is going to be 2 just by looking at it, because I know that multiplication. So multiplication to use it. All right, but how would I draw that as a picture? 2 is not very big, right? Here's my group of 30. Here I did the 360 this way because I knew that 6 is not very big, right? And I knew that 60 was going to be big. But here I know my answer is going to be small because 30 or 15 is half of 30. So I want my picture to look like that. So it represents the 2 on the top where it's smaller and the 15 on the side where it's longer. All right, so that's how I would draw that one. What if, and that is very similar to if I was drawing 300 divided by 15. I know you can probably easily figure this one out, right? Because we did the 0 here, so we probably just need to add a 0 there, but they need you to be able to see it. So again, since I did the 30 like that, I'm going to make my 300 bigger, put my 15 here, and my answer is 20 on there. But that's not the tricky part yet. The tricky part is they ask you this question. 2 problems to solve, and I'm not going to do them up here. I'm just going to write them down for you and show you them. And I'm hoping I'm not running over my dog because he's laying behind me. All right, here's your first challenge problem. Can you solve this? There's information here that should be able to help you. Again, by solving it, I really want you to draw the picture, all right? Show me in the picture how you can figure it out by using these. And the second challenge problem that I want you to show is this one. All right. How could I show those? All right. And that's all I have really for today, although they do have another challenge one that I could give you. All right, I'll give it to you just because I'm feeling like I should do that. Because I feel like this 330 is so similar. I think you're going to get that one pretty quickly. All right, let's try this one. This one is a really hard one. 161 divided by 7. How could you show that as a picture? Tomorrow we're going to be working more on the problems that will show you something like that. Here's what you need to do today. Now you'll need to get into your student book. And in your student book, you have a couple pages to do, and you'll have some homework. You're going to need to do page 257, and I'm going to write these down on our assignments. 2 to do. Oops. My numbers are not very clear. Page 257. It should say Rob's Review on the top. And then you need to do 258. And then you're going to flip back to where your homework section is. And on your homework section, you're going to see that we do have one homework for tonight. And it is called More Array Work. It is listed as page 133 and 134. And finally, I know it's Monday, so it's a lot of work on Monday. And none of this, I mean, this is all due by Friday, okay? Friday night, you can get it done by then. I don't need it before then, because I know there's a lot to work on. But you'll have to take the very first spiral review that we have, which is listed as Q 3.8. So that is some of the math homework for this week. We will have another home connection, which I know you can look ahead and easily see that we'll have another one on Wednesday that will also be due on Friday. So my goal is that maybe you won't work ahead on your homework or the papers in your book, because I would like to be able to go over lessons like this first. So I'm going to go ahead and post this on YouTube, and you'll be able to come back to it anytime you need. Again, this was our Monday lesson. I guess I could write down what lesson it was as well. It was lesson Unit 7. And there wasn't really a lesson for, well, this is week 1. So Unit 7 week 1, there wasn't really a lesson for number 1. That was supposed to be a pre-assessment, and since we're not in school together, there's no way that I can give you that pre-assessment and grade it and get it back to you. So, oh, sorry, my camera went down on this end. So we are doing, today I did lesson for 7.1.2. So on your papers, you're going to see that on the student book, it says 7.1.1 and 7.1.2. Those are the ones we're doing today. And your homework also matches, and it says 7.1.2. So, all right. Thanks, mathematicians. If you have questions, I want you to send me some emails, okay? So I can help figure things out for you. All right. See you later.